and welcome to this short video. In this video, we're going to look at how to prepare for your BBQ questions or the BBQ competition. Now, a few things have changed, and I want to show you how to revise for it. So, first of all, the BBQ questions are going to have you're going to have a lot of some sort of theory questions. They are not really theory questions because you're not going to be asked to explain or define or what is. You're going to ask, how do you do this? So instead of being asked, write a code to find the length of a string, you will ask, how do you find the length of a string? Given the string is this, right? So how you should revise is, now I already mentioned that the main reference has been W3 schools all this while. So when you go to W3 schools, w3schools.com, you can access Learn Python. Okay. When you go to Learn Python, you see everything that we did, every single thing, including things that we haven't done. Okay. Now, this is how the question is going to be. Let's take, for example, strings. Okay. Let's take, for example, strings. Let's say this, right? It says that you can assign a multi-line string to a variable by using 3 codes. Right? So a question can be, how do you create a multi-line string? Right? Exactly. So then you need to answer by using what? 3 codes at the beginning and at the end of the string when you assign it to what? The variable. That is basically it. Do you get it? And for example, let's say slicing. And these are how the questions are going to be. Let's say we say slicing. And I ask, for example, how would you slice the string hello world to get the first 3, to get the characters in the first 3 positions, HEL. You get me? Then you say, okay, we use print b index. Do you get it? So you describe, it will no longer be you writing the code, but the idea will be for you to describe the code. Okay. Now, if you get the code right, it's a point. If you get the code, if the code is clear enough, it's another point. Okay. So that's basically how it's going to be. So you get points for getting the answer, but you also get points for clarity in the answer, or making the answer as clear as possible. Okay, so that's how it's going to be mainly. Now there'll also be questions in the form of write a program. That would be very few, so that would be like maybe the problem, right, or the problem of the day kind of questions, or create something, right? And mainly it will be like create a function, okay, that allows a user to create a password and confirm a password. Okay, so a question like that, you will have to create a function. Okay, you have to request an input, and you have to use an if statement to confirm the next input if it's the same as the first input. So first of all, is these straightforward questions, for like straightforward questions based on the topic. So if you're in list, I'm asking you a question on list, then create a program which would definitely be a combination of different things: requesting an input, creating a function, using a list, using conditionals, right? So that's just how the competition is going to be. For this is the first time we are doing this, so the questions aren't going to be extraordinary. I'll be frank. There'll be questions that I expect you to be able to answer based on what we've done so far. Okay. Note that we covered all the way up to functions. Okay. And we actually did modules. You would realize that a lot of the things I skipped. A lot of them, some I did. So use with a timetable, compare it with what we did here, and then try to get the best out of it. But every question that is theory like. Okay, even though it's not really theory, but that's theory like. It's going to come from W3 schools, right? And every practical question, which is like a project question, which is not really a project at the end of the day, but it's almost like create this. Okay, it's just going to be a combination of the things that are here as well. Okay, so thank you very much. Get the best out of it by using W3 schools, and all the best as you prepare for the quiz.